Hi, this is Kamera again. My first few minutes with God, day 16, Genesis chapter 12 through 15. If you've been following me, you'll notice that we started in Genesis with the creation of everything. And then after that, we went to Job, and now we're back to Genesis. See? After creation, then there was Job, and after Job, we're with Abram. So get this. God tells Abram to leave everything that he knows, his land, his people, and to go to the land that he was going to give him. He wanted to make Abram into a great nation. And he tells Abram, I will bless you and make your name great. You're going to be famous. And he says, you will also be a blessing to others. Praise God. He says, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. So Abraham left, taking along with him his wife Sarah and his nephew Lot and everything that he possessed. Abraham was 75 years old when he left. He had no descendants at that time, 75 years old, and these promises. Isn't that something? And so once they got into Canaan, God told him again that he was going to bless him with as far as his eyes can see in every direction. Isn't that something? So while he was there, he dedicated that land to God, built him an altar, and he worshiped God. It seems like everywhere Abraham went, you'll notice that he blessed God. He worshiped God everywhere, built him an altar. So how about this? Fast forward, there was a time when there was a famine, and Abraham was forced to leave. His name was Abram at that time. He was forced to leave Canaan and go to Egypt. In Egypt, though, his wife was taken. God placed a plague on that country because of Sarah. You took the man of God, his person. Isn't that something? Wife, and he was not pleased. So King hears about this. Pharaoh calls Abram. First of all, keep in mind, Pharaoh had paid for Sarah. I mean, Pharaoh gave Abram some wealth for Sarah. You told me this was your sister. This is your wife. Take your wife and go. So he took his wife, and he took Lot, and he took everything that he had, and they left. Everywhere they went, Lot went. Abraham became very rich, and Lot became wealthy. Isn't that something? But they eventually outgrew each other, and their servants began to have many disputes, and they agreed to separate. Lot, he took Sodom, an area near Sodom. Abram decided to stay, of course, in his own land, Canaan. Okay, so after Lot left, God visited Abram, and he reminded him again that he was going to bless him and his descendants with this land of Canaan as a permanent possession. Isn't that something? So around this time, a regional war broke out. There were kings all over the place, and they were having wars. So Lot was taken, and Abraham received word of that. And once he did, he gathered his men, and he recovered his nephew and all of his nephew's possession. He got all that stuff back, including some other captives. When Abram got back, though, get this, Melchizedek, king of Salem, God's high priest, visited Abram. He blessed him with bread and wine, and he also blessed him. Isn't that something? So Abram, he blessed Melchizedek with a tenth of everything he recovered. Isn't that something? But get this. When the king of Sodom tried to give Abram some things, he was like, no, you keep that. I don't want you to take any credit for my wealth. Yeah, isn't that something? So fast forward, Abram back in his place, and God visits Abram in a dream, in a vision, and he tells him again that he's going to bless him again, him and his descendants, and he's going to have his own descendants, more than he can count. And he told him that his descendants are going to eventually be taken into slavery for 400 years. And you guys know what's going to happen there. God's going to deliver them and bring them back to their promised land. But get this, I love the fact that when God told Abraham that he's going to bless him with descendants, even at this age, Abraham believed him. And God counted him as righteous because he believed everything God told him. Isn't that something? So get this, guys. There we have it. Day number 16, Genesis chapter 12 through 15. You have a God-filled, blessed day.